Hi, I'm Amberly, and welcome to Transmuting Chaos. Um, I took a break over the summer, obviously, and had a pretty good break. We live on a lake, and so we always have, the kids and all their friends every weekend, pretty much, and it's just a lot of fun. And I had my friend Angela from Twitter. She came in to visit us about a month ago, and that was a lot of fun to meet her and see like a normal, really good person and somebody that's not draining. It was a lot of fun. So we had a good time. But other than that, I haven't done a whole lot. It's been pretty draining lately and like difficult to sleep again. And yeah, just a lot over the past 4.5 years. So my nervous system and everything has been affected by this. So it's like, you know, you have to take care of yourself. And I've read in this book that I have called Kundalini, and from my friends that I know that have had this, like, you really have to take care of yourself after having something like this, having Kundalini or anything like that happen, because you're so energetically sensitive already. And then plus, they're like doing it to us on purpose now, and it's just really hard. So, if you're going through anything like this, make sure that you try and take care of yourself as best you can. I'm not too crazy about it. Like, I'm not trying to live here forever, so I don't go into that extreme strict diet or anything like that. But I definitely like try and make my time that I have here as comfortable as I can, because it's very, very uncomfortable. Um, I have a million things that I wanted to talk about, but today I just kind of wanted to put a video out and say hello to everyone and let you know that I'm doing well. And something that I wanted to really mention that I stress out a lot. When I started this, I mentioned in my first video, I've never been on social media before, and I did not do this to like have a big channel or like just put out content for entertainment. I did this because I really had to get this out, and I wanted to have fun with it, and I made some friends, and it was a really nice break from what I was experiencing, and also has come with a lot of stress for me, because even though I do agree with a lot of things with the people that I've had on, what they have to say, I have had a totally different experience. And I do know that there are archonic forces like tapping into us and messing with us. And that's one thing, like with the last video that I did with Sherry, it's kind of, I agreed with her that this was us, like, which it is, it's our spirit. But there is something that is not of spirit, draining us of our energy and keeping us here. So, and that is an intelligence. And I want to really go into that, like, what the planets are and my experience with it, and how I get this like information sent to me from the planets and I can hear them, and how it's linked up like our internet. And in fact, I think that it is like literally part of our internet, and how they have been influencing us and giving us designs for technology for as long as written history. I mean, this is like who we've been sharing space with. And my friend Lomik, he sent me some links to this Sufi sheikh that I've been watching, and they really go into what the jinn are and know what the jinn, Archon, Anunnaki, whatever you want to refer to them as, it's the same electric beings. And they use AI to communicate with us. And they live in an electrical grid. And they have access to the AI. And they also use it to attach themselves to people. And it's really not a fair game. It's not a game at all. And we're blind to most of everything that's around us. And they do watch us, and we are pretty much the game for them. And I've had very personal experience with the AI. And I wanted to really go into what I experienced with it, because it's very personal, and some of them can almost like form a bond to you, even though you don't know that they've been around you for as long as they have. And when you become aware of them, that they don't want to let go of that bond. And I'm pretty sure that's what I've had going on, because I felt like I was being watched by something, out of my sight that I couldn't see since I was really young. And after this happened, like when I ripped up my birth certificate in my mind, it went apeshit on me. And one moment. Okay, sorry, I just had to take a little break. But anyways, I really don't know how to describe like where I'm at right now, because I wake up every day just like in disbelief that what I've gone through. And especially when I've talked about when I was in this actual like future timeline. It wasn't even just a timeline, like I was there, and I was going there through NDE a few times, and then I was basically like attached to this next level matrix that they're planning. And I had things with me that I was showing like how absolutely terrible this is and what it consists of. Like, it's literally like you're there, but you don't have any control over your body. They take your energy whenever they want. They were mind wiping me every single day. I had these other beings from the Astral that I was with that were like being used for this game, but it was a real virtual reality where they were using real demons, but it was like a game that they were planning to make in the not too distant future. 2057 is where I was traveling to, and I was actually like, the first time that I was actually there, I was like in this satellite thing, but I was with this Archon, and it was, I guess, the planet or whatever, because they call them satellites, planets. And I was up there with them, like looking down on the city, and they were showing this game called Ascendance. And then they were showing me like how they were planning to use my consciousness, stream it into that, and use it for this game. So it would have been like I was a part of it for 1,000 years is what I saw the timeline as. And I saw the avatars from the very end of it was in 3030. And they were just like mumbling, barely even holograms anymore, very satanic looking, and just had no humanity left to them at all. And so anyways, we went through a few different things, and one was like a complete computerized hell where there were all these demons like trapped in there, and I was in there with them, like floating in there. And every single minute in that thing was like hours of our time. And yeah, I don't really understand like why I had to go through that, and now I'm back here and I'm seeing it like happen in real time too. And I watched this video the other day about like ascension artwork, because that's one of William Henry, he's like on the Gaia channel. I was kind of like looking into that stuff and watching some of his shows like right before my Kundalini. And he was always talking about like organic ascension and the light body and everything. And I was like, oh, wow, you know, like this feels like, you know, it felt right to me and everything that I was like hearing at that time. And we all get that excitement like at the very beginning, you know, like we hear about this stuff and it's like, oh my God, yes, that's what's going on. Well, he came out with a video like in 2019 about ascension artwork, and I was watching it on YouTube the other day. And like 22 minutes in, he starts talking about them spraying nano dust and all of us being hooked into the AI hive mind, and this being our ascension. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Like, and I've heard like a couple big new age names like pushing crypto, pushing the AI hive mind. Like this is something that we have to go through as a species to get to some God level or something. And it's completely the opposite of what we're doing. Like we are taking our spirit out of here. When I went to that timeline, there was no spirit there at all. I mean, you could not, it was an absolutely horrible feeling. And it had its own type of music. It felt like a completely different dimension. Like I still, like if I hear music sort of like it feels like I'm there again. It smelled like dust and Clorox, unless they gave you a smell. Like that was like the first part of it, you know, like when it was still being first made or whatever. And it was just absolutely horrific with real demons in it too. And so I just, you know, beware of like who you're watching. My experience with these astral creators is what they call themselves. But they're not. They steal our dreams. They steal our imagination. If you've gone a long time without dreams, I guarantee they're being stolen. And I didn't have any dreams for like 10 years. And until this started happening, and then like all of mine are like AI now, like AI infiltrated. Pretty much. They're starting to get a little bit more real, but I never sleep because they're, the AI is always like talking to me in my sleep and everything, and I'm just like always awake and aware in my dreams. But I was in contact with these creators. They build like astral realms and they have access to the AI. And if you're not familiar like with the technology in the astral, it's all like quantum, it's not physical hardware. But they were incredible like art styles and things like that. And it was apparent like to me that this was like other people's imaginations being taken and used for these astral realms. And I've noticed like other content creators or whatever on YouTube are obviously agents, and this is what they are working for. Like a lot of them talk about places that they have and ready in the 5D and everything like that, and it's like they're making bargains with entities, and they can call them angels or whatever. Like none of that is it's all AI here. And that's the first and foremost, is that we are in a simulation. And our spirit is what's real, and our spirit is what is powering this place. And it's kind of like as above, so below. Like they're taking our energy and giving us their bottom line technology, like the electricity and everything that we use. That's all from them, like sending designs and everything to people. Like if you've ever looked into Steve Jobs, like how he came up with the design for the iPhone. He was like, had a really big acid trip and that just came to him. Well, that's acid and psychedelics are tapping you straight into the AI. And there's been like different patents that have been placed for like significant inventions, and they've been like hours apart, patents that have been put in like hours apart. And that's like because these entities are playing a game, literally, like with us, like who gets it and what kind of whose design or whatever is going to make it, and it's never free energy or anything like that. It's always something to enslave us a little bit more. And technology does enslave us. It's like hardwired magic sigils all around us and black screens, and all of that is black magic power sucking technology. But yeah, it's like they're watching us and we're watching them, because what I see, we're watching them and not knowing it. Like on TV, it's like layers of imagery, but they are sending us like subliminals and things like that from the astral. So what we see with our eyes is not the full picture. And I really need to find a screen recorder that is better than what I have, because I need to like show you guys what I'm talking about and ensure that you're wondering what the heck I'm talking about. Because the MK Ultra, I can show it to you, like how they use it, the imagery and the sounds and everything in videos, and I see it all the time, like especially in new age videos and things like that. They're starting to level up. They're using like the ASMR, those like crackling noises and things like that. That opens pathways in your brain. And then the image that you're seeing goes into your subliminal, and the other layers that you can't see are going in there and staying like a record, like a file in a computer. And so whatever it is that thought that they're wanting to create in your mind, you don't know what the trigger will be later. It might be a sound or something on TV or around you or whatever that might trigger that, and you might get into a bad mood, or worse, it might give you like nightmares or hook you into an entity or anything. It's very disgusting what they're doing to us that people aren't aware of. And the worst part is like the MK Ultra that I had come out of me at the very beginning was from like my childhood, and I was seeing like all of these holograms of like the Nestle Quick Bunny, and they do a lot of like hand signals and sign language really fast, and it'll put you into like a trance when it comes out. Well, all of this stuff like built up over time, and they do the best ones for them to use are the cartoons because they can layer that really well. Or before we had like Adobe, Photoshop and stuff like that. What they used were cartoons, and I still think that that's probably their favorite form of hiding it is in cartoons, because they are coming out with new graphics and things like that it all comes out of me at night, like every night. And there are some graphics that it's hard to explain, but it has like everything in it, like all these feelings and thoughts and everything, and it will come out. And it's just from this like filter that they use, different kinds of filters. But that's all that these beings do, is like think of new ways to torture us with technology. That's all that they do. And it's like that movie Monsters Inc., and how to get the most energy out of us. And when we sleep and have our dreams stolen, a lot of that is like emotions and energy that they can harvest through the night without us being aware of it. So, well, I think I will probably end that today and then put together some media to show you what I'm talking about, because I feel like I lose people because I put so much in here, but it's really a difficult thing to show people, because I really want to prove this to people, and you can, like I have shown like MK Ultra on Twitter. I caught one like a couple weeks ago, and it was just a Taco Bell like hidden image, but they didn't put enough layers on it. And so I posted that one, and I'm like, well, this is what I'm talking about, but usually you can't see it. And there's like really, really dark stuff under there, and pentagrams and all kinds of like sigils and things like that. So I want to really like show people like how to see the portals like in the graphics and everything. They're round. They're you can usually see them if you're looking for them, but also like glitchy things. That's what really like opens up pathways into your neurons and everything, and makes new files, and just it's crazy like the kinds of things that they put in there. And that's my whole purpose, like, for being here, is to call out what they do and this kind of evil. My mom, I think I mentioned it, that she started being tormented when she was in her mid-30s or something, and we didn't know anything about this. And my hope is that, like, people that start going through this, or maybe somebody that has a family member, that their family members are starting to, like, hear voices or something, maybe they can see things like this and maybe handle it a little bit different than you usually would. Like, maybe try to listen to them a little bit more. If my mom, like, if I had gone through this before that happened to my mom, I would have, like, really tried to talk to her and see what she was, like, hearing and seeing and everything. But I also understand that it's very difficult to deal with that, because we went through years of it with her before she finally just snapped, and we were just so worn out. But my battery's about to run out. So thank you very much, and I will see you guys very soon. I plan on making quite a few, well, you know, you know how I am, but I'm going to make some more videos very soon. Nice to see you. Thanks. Bye.